Okay, we're looking at some of my Cherimoyas. These are young plants or trees from seeds that I planted last spring. This spring I put them in the ground, and they're doing pretty good. This taller one here is obviously has been in the ground for a couple years, but yeah, Cherimoyas do really well here for some, they need shade. They like shade. I mean, not 100% shade, but they do like shade. And if you put them out in too much sun, they don't do very well. They can handle the heat, but they don't like, the full sun. So yeah, these guys were tiny little seedlings I put in the ground this year, and they've done pretty good. So the seeds I got them from the main plant, and I'll show you that in a minute here. So here's my Cherimoya trees, my main Cherimoya trees, where I had the fruit and I got the seeds from. These guys are liking pretty much a lot of shade. And they create a lot of humidity under here. I plant them really close together for the density, and this year I don't have as much fruit because I end up pruning them and pulling the leaves off a month earlier than usual. And when you pull the leaves off and you prune them, it inspires growth and new flowers. Well, I did it a month earlier this year in the spring, and all the flowers came up, the new growth, and you need humidity, and it wasn't quite hot enough to generate all that humidity, and I pretty much wasted all those buds, those flowers. And I do have a couple fruit on here. It's about maybe 8 or so. But not like I had last year. Last year I had over 3 dozen fruit, and I don't hand pollinate these guys. They'll fruit, I mean, if you hand pollinate you get a lot more fruit, but I just choose to let them go because I think they're kind of young and I just want them to grow, but they've been giving me fruit. So, but anyways, so I have everything densely planted in here. I have some other stuff that I put in from last year, like this rose apple, to help with the density. And I don't, have to worry about them during the winter time because they can handle the winter. We had a lot of frost last year, and they survived just fine. A lot of leaves on the top got a little bit burnt, but overall they did quite well. So I had some the previous year. They were back in there, and I had them covered because I thought they were exposed, and all the ones that I covered with the winter cloth died, and the ones that I didn't cover survived. So that's interesting. So I'm leaving them exposed. Like last year I left them all exposed, and they all did fine, even the young ones. So these guys do well here in Northern California, as long as you give them a little some decent amount of shade. They like to be underneath another tree. So here's another angle. And growing up inside of that Japanese maple. I'm just gonna let them go, and in the spring I will cut the tops off a little bit. I try to strengthen the tree, and some of these long branches I'll cut them back a little bit, and then pull the leaves, and they inspire new growth and flowers. But I'm going to do it in the usual time, which for me is around late April, early May, and when the flowers are out and then the humidity's up with the heat, then I'll get a lot more fruit. So I planted also some loquats in with it, and those guys love the winter. They're not affected in the least bit. Actually, they start to grow in the winter time. And here's a rose apple here. So I got a lot of density here, but this rose apple seemed to get toasted last winter, and it's just kind of making its way back. So, but the other ones are doing fine. So yeah. So here's another view. In all, there's 9 Cherimoya trees in there, believe it or not. There's 3 of the older ones. So here's an example of one that's been exposed more to the sun. And this is El Bumpo Cherimoya right here. And he didn't do so well the first part of the spring and the winter. I mean the spring and the summer, until these branches came out and started to help protecting him. He didn't like the full sun. So but now he's doing better. He's got some protection, and so hopefully these loquats that I just recently planted this spring, this one didn't like the sun either, but now he's starting to recover. So these 3 here got a lot of sun, and they didn't do so well with they like to be also covered up too, but I think eventually everything as they grow will help protect each other. So yeah, so they'll be fine.